I didn't bring money.
Oh, it's in the truck. I'm so glad about your motorcycle, though. Super stoked about that, dude.
Except I'm gonna be selling it.
What? Why?
Buying a house, man.
You're buying a house?
Yeah. Between New Hope and Mercedes.
Oh, that's awesome. I live right off of that. I live in Lakeland Ranch, so. Yeah, I'm right there.
They're off the old building.
Oh, really? That's awesome, dude. That's good news.
Supposed to be closing April 4th.
Wow. That's crazy, dude. April 4th. I'm super excited for you, man.
Supposed to be.
All right, I'll put the mic on this side. So
Come on, good?
Ready? 3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody? Big Dave, Josh.
20,
Josh, what? Josh.
Little Josh?
Superstar. You're not little. Like, if you were little, you know, Derek's little. You're little. Gymnastics Josh. Gymnasticy Josh. No, I don't know. Flippy. Back flippy guy.
I'll have to call Aaron. Aaron's good.
Yeah, he's good at that. All right, guys, 23.2. Wow.
Yeah.
You want your burpees, don't you?
Wow.
Yeah.
Burpees and running.
Little G.I. Jane with running in the middle, right?
Yep.
Burpee pull-ups. It's pretty simple. The movements are simple, but I mean, it's definitely a challenging workout. Guys, all I gotta say is you gotta warm up, and we want to pace this a little, especially the run. You don't have to go fast. It's 15 minutes of 2 movements, burpees and running.
You'd say that.
Your favorite, yeah. It's not sexy, but you're definitely gonna feel it. That's for sure.
This is an extremely repetitive workout. A lot of calves involved. A lot of bending over, going to the floor. Don't discount the shuttle just from that little touch. That adds up. You're talking about 18 to 20 touches per shuttle, just because you don't have to touch on the beginning and end one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's every time you go to the floor, it's going to be extremely repetitive.
Run, bend over, and then all the hinging on the burpees.
Lay down and press up.
Yeah.
One thing I will say, especially on the burpees specifically, is a lot of times we try and do like the wormy thing to kind of save the arms.
Mm-hmm.
Today I would actually more like taxi.
Yeah.
Save the legs,
Save the
especially
legs.
for the pull-up portion of that burpee.
Yeah.
Right? That will add up significantly. We talked about it earlier with the math. You're at 105 reps if you did with the things guys did, finishing the 30s.
Like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's a lot of burpees.
That's a
It is. Yeah.
and you're doing that at an extremely high heart rate from the beginning.
Yeah. Your heart rate's gonna go up quick. So control yourself on the run, you know, and the burpees are just moving, you know. And like he said, like you want to work maybe a little more arms, save the legs because there's so much legs, and you're gonna want them for the thruster,
Yes.
right? And so if you're watching the video, like I have video of Josh doing around, he's doing regular like burpee and pull up in one motion. If you can do that, great. But a lot of you guys aren't going to be able to do that. You're going to have to do burpee, kip, pull up, right? Which is fine. You can do that. Like you
You
said,
can even go to the burpee chin up kick.
burpee chin up, yeah.
Turn the hands around to get a little bit more biceps, save the lats and shoulders a little bit.
You can't do that.
Switch
Burpee
it up.
standards are easy,
Yes.
right? Chest to the floor, chest and legs, have to touch the floor, and then chin over anyway, right? So that's easy. And then the shuttle run, the only other thing that you have to worry about the shuttle run is that, except for the first one and the last one, both feet have to be behind the line, and your one hand has to touch. So 3 points of contact, right? That's it for the shuttle run. Easy, and the burpee, easy standards. Then we get to the thruster. Okay, the thruster, you're going to take it from the floor, clean it. In some cases, most cases, you guys will probably power clean. You can set your feet. Boom, thruster. It has to be one motion. You cannot thruster jerk. So you can't like drive up and then get that little where you get underneath and then stand it up. You cannot do that. It's
Make
got
sure
to be smooth motion.
feet are planted as well.
Yeah, feet are planted.
You don't want to be taking those steps on the lockout. Technically, that's not showing control. That would be considered kind of like a jerk.
Exactly. So make sure you're driving through your whole foot. Make sure your heels stay down until the very end of the thruster, right? At the end, you can come up to your toes. Yeah. If you come up early, you're going to be walking with it, and it's not going to be stiff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pace. Nobody is going to win the first round. If you win the first round and you think you're
That's
going to
not
be
a good
first
thing.
at the end, not a good idea. Honestly, I would Especially on the set of 5 and then the first set of shuttles.
Yeah.
Be really, really
Conservative.
conservative with it. Yeah, really slow. Really kind of dialing your pace. And really not a bad idea is every time you touch, take a look at the clock. That way you can kind of really get like almost like a metronome on your shuttles. That way, not one round is all of a sudden 50 seconds, and then one round's a minute 40, right?
Yeah.
Try to keep them the same.
Yeah, for sure. That's what you want, consistency. I know the time is the same time frame as last week, 15 minutes, but this is a longer 15 minutes because you're only doing 2 things. And it's going to feel that way, so just keep that in mind. You're just going to kind of have to grind it out and keep that pace so that you have and I'm thinking for the thruster, maybe 3 lifts would probably be ideal if you can hit 3.
Yep.
Maybe 4 if you guys are a little quicker. I would start lighter and then work my way up. Right?
Where would you start?
I mean, it depends on your max, right? You always on 3 lifts, you want to start with your automatic, something you know you can hit no matter what, because your legs are going to be shaky, right? You've been running and burping, so
80, 85% maybe?
probably 80% would be where I would start. 80%. Then you number one, have some confidence. Your legs feel a little more stable. You've had some time, right? So then you can go 80. Let's say your 80 is real easy. Then you're hitting like maybe 90, between 90 and 95, depending on how that felt. And then your third lift should be like, I'm going to go for the goal. You know, that's always how it should be. And especially when you know you're coming into after 15 minutes of getting smashed. Yeah.
Most likely, this is not going to be a thruster PR for most of us. Even with all the energy, if you were to run 2 miles per time, kind of like this, and then come back and then try and hit a thruster max, it's probably not going to be your 100%. So most likely, you're looking at that 90-95 range if you're doing pretty well.
Yeah. That's a great score, I think. If you hit 90% of your thruster on this workout, that's awesome. So yeah, that should be the goal. And if magically something happens, whatever, you get your Wheaties and you get to PR, that's great. So good luck, guys.
23.2.
Pretty simple.
Running
Rock-
burpees.
Oh, woo. You get a backflip?
No, it's 2.2.
Oh.
I gotta do 2.
Yeah. Nice job, dude. Rock and roll. That was good.